I already didn't want to work to begin with. So that tells you that right there. Yeah. God damn, I can't even see because it's big ass truck. I'm gonna have to wait for them to turn because I can't even see nothing. I can't even see if it's a car coming or not. Anyways, I just walked out of a place because they had me bumped. Okay, because I went up into this place. First off, I knew it was gonna be some work because before I even came in, y'all got me doing in-services before I could pick up the shift. I'm doing in-services before I could pick up a shift. I'm not getting paid to do them. Okay, I'm gonna do it because I got, you know what, let me get my foot in the door. I come in, cool, whatever. So I come in and I'm ready to get reported. The other nurse before me, she was the only nurse on day shift. She had a CMC that passed meds on both sides. Evening shift comes around, she's starting to give me reports. Mind you, I haven't been to this place. It's been a minute, like maybe a month and a half, and then even before that it was even longer. So I really have not been to this place for real, and I haven't even worked on this side in a minute either, the last times I was there. So I'm getting reported, whatever, cool. There's like, oh, the other nurse not here yet. Mind you, I'm already like 10 minutes late. So the other nurse not here is still doing, basically, you know what happened. The story, you know how the story ended. The nurse never showed up, never to be found. So I was like, already between me and her, when we was doing report, I was already like, I'm not working like that. So I don't know what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to figure it out because I'm only working on one side. I'm not doing all that extra stuff because even with the nurse, I was still gonna have to pass meds to like 20-something patients and be the nurse for 20-something patients and be short a CNA. So I was already gonna have to do that with a nurse. So without a nurse, you want me to still be the nurse to 45 patients, have somebody pass my pills on one side, so I still got to pass pills to 20-some patients and be a nurse for 40-some patients. Do y'all see how this sounds crazy? And then on top of that, this person is leaving at 9 o'clock. So then I have to pass pills and be the nurse for these patients, for 45 patients from 9 all the way until the next nurse comes. And what if the next nurse don't freaking come? Just like this nurse that was supposed to be working with me tonight didn't come. What would happen then? It's only 2 nurses in this building right now. Then on top of that, somebody want to come up and say, oh, well, you know that we're gonna have the patients eating in the dining room, da 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 da. I said, oh, so you're gonna have a nurse in there? Well, just make sure there's somebody in there, make sure no one chokes. I said, so you should actually have a nurse in there if something were to happen, right? So I was like, well, can you make sure it's the other nurse and it's not me over here doing all this? Because mind you, only reason why I was still entertaining any of this is because the person okay, let me tell y'all what happened. Because I got on my dang on soapbox because that's crazy. But what actually happened was, well, that all happened. That's what they expected me to do. But what had happened was, and this is what the nurse told me when we was getting reported. She said that what had happened was with somebody, but she was talking about the patient. Anyways, okay, so we realized that the nurse wasn't coming in. The scheduler was there. She was like, yeah, the nurse not coming in, so you're going to have to be there. I was like, so you want me to be the nurse on both sides and pass and do it? She was like, well, Erica going to be here. And she was like, they usually pass pills on both sides. The way she said that, I could tell that it was going to be some BS. But I said, okay, let me just let this ride. Let me see where this go. I knew the way she worded it. I was like, she did not directly say that, yes, Erica will pass. She didn't say that. But I caught it. But anywho, so Erica had left because she was working day shift. She had left so that she could go grab something in between the shifts before the shift gets started so she could have some food, right? So she had left when this was going down, when this conversation was happening. So it was left up to me to believe, based off what the scheduler said, that Erica was going to pass pills to both sides, right? Based off of what I was told. But of course, me being me, I knew that was going to be some BS because I caught it. I caught exactly how she said it. I was like, oh, this ain't finna go. I already know what's coming. So everybody was talking. Some little stuff happened. Talking. This other person, I guess she's in management, she was trying to be all supportive and all this other crap. And then she finally said something like, well, there's no other nurse over here. There's no nurse. She started asking questions, scheduling. Well, there's no nurse and this and that and da-da-da-da. And, oh, and okay, so at least you're going to have a med tech. And then Erica was like, oh, I'm only passing pills on this side. She said, well, are you so she was like, oh, Erica, so you're passing on both sides? No, I'm passing on this side. And then I'm I'm like, oh, okay, good to know. And then they start going back and forth with it. And I start slowly but surely, I said, you know what, now that I think about it, I don't have any keys. I didn't accept anything. I didn't accept any keys, nothing. And the day shift nurse is still here. So what do? I grab my belongings and I say this. I said, what did I say? I was like, look, either y'all get, because she was like, I'm only passing on one side and I'm leaving at 9. So the other lady tried to make the girl feel bad, try to make Erica feel bad, try to make it seem like it was her fault. Erica stood her ground. I appreciate her doing that. She did not back down, because I wasn't about to back down. She stood her ground. She was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm leaving now. I'll be here all day. I didn't even, because Erica didn't think she was going to be working both sides, because it all happened last minute, just like it happened with me walking into it. So anyhow, this all happens. Basically, it was a lot of back and forth. But I don't go back and forth with nobody. I say what I gotta say. You do what you're gonna do. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna say, and that'd be the end of it. Cause I had no reason to go back and forth with you. You're not my man. That's the only time I go back and forth with my kids too. Cause some dang on kids, child, trying not to be like, look, I ain't about to argue with no kids. So let's just say my family, my man, and them kids. But anyhow, as you can see, I'm in my car. I refuse to work like that. I even told the doctor as I was coming out, I don't even know this doctor. I just started talking to her and was like, look, this ain't right what they doing. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, I'm gone. Bye. And that's that. So you all have to realize that you are the prize. If you have the license, you are the prize. These facilities are nothing without you. Granted, we need the facilities too, especially if you want to get some quick money and do all that. You know, you should get with a facility to make that happen. But you have the license, you have the pull. So it's up to you to decide what you're willing to deal with. I already didn't want to work to begin with. So that tells you that right there.